I always believed that my brilliant Belgian detective friend, Hercule Poirot, had an excessive sensitivity toward nature. He preferred paved streets, elegant cafes, and central heating over any countryside view, no matter how charming it was. So when he suggested that we spend a holiday on a secluded Greek island, I nearly dropped my teacup. Poirot said, carefully adjusting the ends of his moustache, "I can see the surprise on your face, my friend. Do not worry, I am not going mountain climbing or sleeping in tents. I have received an extraordinary invitation from Lord Harrington. He is currently staying at an exclusive health resort on the island of Lefkos. The place is called the Sanctuary of Purity." I said, "Lord Harrington? Of course I know him. We used to meet years ago at the Carlton Club. A decent man at heart, though always troubled by his nerves. What is he doing on a Greek island?" Poirot replied as he picked up his hat. "That is precisely what I wish to discover. He sent me a rather cryptic letter. He says the place is miraculous, but he feels the presence of, how did he put it, a dark shadow behind all this shining whiteness. My little grey cells are bored here in London. I think a trip to Greece may refresh them."
And so, a week later, we found ourselves standing on the dock of a small harbor where an elegant white yacht awaited to take us to the island. From the moment our feet touched the ground of the Sanctuary of Purity, I felt as though I had entered another world. All the buildings were constructed from gleaming white marble that reflected the Mediterranean sun so harshly it nearly blinded the eyes. There was not a single speck of dust. The resort workers, or as they called them, the followers, wore loose white cotton robes and moved in silence and calmness. The air carried the scent of lavender, olive oil, and an extremely luxurious type of soap. We were welcomed by a tall, slender man with a carefully trimmed silver beard and piercing blue eyes. He wore a flowing white silk robe reaching down to his feet. He said in a deep, soothing voice, "Monsieur Poirot and Captain Hastings, welcome to a world free from the corruption of the outside world. I am Vustas, the founder and spiritual guide of this community."
Poirot bowed politely. "Thank you for your warm welcome, Monsieur Vustas. Your place is truly astonishing. It is the height of harmony and cleanliness." Vustas smiled with what seemed to me a slightly arrogant expression. "Cleanliness here is not merely a physical practice, Monsieur Poirot. It is a creed. We believe that the filth of the body is merely a reflection of the filth of the soul. Here, we purify ourselves. Our soap, crafted by our own hands from the sacred oils of the island, washes away sins, just as it washes away dirt." That evening, we joined the wealthy guests for dinner. Among them was Lord Harrington, who looked pale and nervous, despite claiming to be receiving the finest treatment. There was also Madame Elara, the elegant Frenchwoman who served as Vustas's assistant and manager of the community's affairs. She possessed a cold, calculating gaze that I disliked immediately. But what truly caught my attention occurred after dinner.
Vustas sat upon a chair resembling a throne, and beside him sat an extraordinarily beautiful teenage girl dressed in pure white. Her eyes were beautiful, but empty, as though she were under hypnosis. Poirot whispered to me, "Do you notice the girl, Hastings?" "Yes," I replied. "She is very beautiful, but she seems absent-minded." Poirot lowered his voice. "Her name is Irina. I inquired about her. They say she has recently ascended to the upper level. It seems this community is divided into classes, my friend, and what concerns me is who lives on the lower level." The next morning, Poirot decided to conduct an exploratory tour. Vustas was busy delivering his morning sermon to his followers and guests in the main square, speaking about the upcoming Festival of Purity, a ritual of collective cleansing. We slipped away unnoticed.